Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are all fine. Welcome to the practical course of electrification and energy auditing. Here's the lab instructor Nashita Alwas.
Agenda of this experiment basically includes 5 different sections: lab objective, equipment needed for the experimentation, theoretical background of the experiment, lab performance part, and conclusion.
The title of our today's experiment is to implement the static motor acceleration analysis in ETAP software. Equipment needed for the experimentation is ETAP 12.6 version installed on your personal computer. Firstly, we have to look at the theoretical background of this experiment. What is motor starting analysis? ETAP motor starting analysis enables system planners and engineers to calculate motor acceleration time and analyze the impact of motor starting for various conditions on electrical power system. With the motor starting software module, you can examine effects and find solutions for load impact and voltage flickers. Coordinate the starting sequences of multiple large motors as the load. You can evaluate the performance of an entire feeder under the stress of starting motors. Furthermore, you can find out the worst case impacts of starting motors anywhere in your system. When we are talking about the motor acceleration analysis, then it will normally come under the motor starting analysis in ETAP software. And motor starting analysis in ETAP software has two main types: motor starting in ETAP software as a static and motor starting in ETAP software as the dynamic. In our today's experiment, we are going to analyze the static motor starting acceleration analysis in ETAP software. So what is the static motor acceleration analysis in ETAP software? It will help us to learn the entering of data for static impact motor starting calculation, and we can analyze the results graphically with the help of customizable plots. Normally, when we are going to attach the any type of load like motor, lump load, and the static loads to our bus bar, then the main feature of static motor starting analysis is helpful to analyze the changings occur in the bus bar voltages. Changings occur due to the load in the active and reactive power of the power system. So static motor starting analysis is basically helpful to calculate the changings in the power system which will be occur due to the attachment of load towards the bus bar of the power system. To perform the experiment of motor starter means the motor static starting, we have to move towards the ETAP software. On the ETAP software, firstly I will make the single line diagram, and in the single line diagram I will pick the power grid firstly. So power grid in the ETAP section is right there. Pick it and place it, and then I will pick the bus number 1 to provide the connection point between the power grid and the transformer. Here I have the 2-winding transformer and connected with the bus bar number 1. Then I will pick the bus bar 2 and connect it, and after this I will expand this bus number 2 because I am going to attach 4 loads at this bus. First load is the induction motor. So let me check the induction motor. So here I have the induction motor. I will pick it and place it and attach it with my bus number 2. Then I will pick another induction motor and place it and attach it
picking another induction motor and place it, and then pick the lump load and place it. So the single line diagram of my power system is completed now. Now I have to put all the values of the power system. Double click on the power grid, and I will move towards the rating section. In the rating section, I will put the rated kV as 4.16, and in the operating percentage I will write down the 100, and then megawatt as 5, MVAR as 5, short circuit settings MVA is basically the 999, and X by R as the 6 ratio, and click OK. Then double click on the transformer, and I will move towards the rating section again of the transformer, and primary voltages are right there, and for the secondary voltages I will write down 0.480, and then power rating in kVA, and rated as 500. Okay, so moving towards the impedance section, and click on typical X bar and typical Z and X bar R, and click OK. Then double click on the motor number 1, and in the motor number 1 I will move towards the nameplate 1 and write down the HP as 100, and click right there and select the type, select OK, and close it. Double click on the motor number 2 nameplate, and select the rating as 75, select OK. Double click nameplate, and 25 and 25, not 50, 50, select and OK, and lump load nameplate ratings in kVA as 25, and click OK. So I have put the all values of my power system single line diagram. Now I have to perform the motor static analysis. For motor static analysis, switching action is very important. So means on which time motor will be started, on which second motor will be started, and the action of motor starting, ending, what kind of event will be occur. In the motor static analysis, we are going to check about the reaction of my load. Okay, so the means on which time the load will be connected to the bus line, and what is the reaction of the bus voltages, what is the reaction of active and reactive power. So we have to assign the time on which we have changes occur in the power system, means in the load, motor 1, motor 2, and lump. So we have to assign the events in the power system. For the motor starting analysis or the acceleration analysis, we have to move towards the motor acceleration analysis. Then click on the edit steady case, and after this I will move towards the event section,
and in the event section I will create the event. Add event can be event 1, and on which time this event will be occur 1 second. Click OK. Event will be generated. So at 1 second, which type of event will be generated by the element and which element? So click on the add. I'm going to pick the motor as my event. Startup ID means motor number 1, and category normal starting of the motor. Click OK. So it will be added, and total simulation time I will assign as 12 seconds. It can be according to your choice, but you should be consider the event and event action in this time duration, total simulation time duration. Click OK. Then I'm going to run the static motor starting analysis. So I have to uh, click on this section, run static motor starting. Okay. So in this section, I have to change the time like 1 second, and I will click on the motor starting, motor 1, and click OK. Basically, we have to select the motor number 1 right there and click OK. So you can see that the motor terminal voltage will be changing at the second number 1, and same case for the motor base voltages, motor terminal voltages, and we have motor real power, motor number 1 real power will be changed at time second number 1, and motor reactive power will be changed at the time t equals to 1, and motor real power demand will be changed at time t equals to 1. Bus voltages will be changed at time t equals to 1. So this is how we can perform the experiment of motor static starting analysis on ETAP software. From this experiment, we have learned that how we can perform the motor static acceleration analysis in ETAP software. So this is our introductory lab of the electrification and energy auditing subject. This is all from my side. You are welcome to ask any question related to this topic. Thank you very much for listening to me.